All right, boom. So we in the stands, the game just started. The person we came to support is on the field, about to start playing soccer. But before the game starts, I realized something. Outside of the stands, didn't really have a lot of supporters, and the opponent's team was packed. And they were loud, just cheering and just calling out names and supporting their people on the field. And outside was just kind of quiet. And our mascot, I don't know if he was depressed or not, he was just walking around just, I don't know what he had going on. But the other side's mascot was doing the most. He was crumping, just turning up. The fans were going wild over there. And with my knowledge of soccer, the fans matter. If your fans are not cheering you on, it won't really make a difference if you're a good player. But if the opposite team's fans are kind of booing you, then that makes a difference. Because anytime you get the ball, they start booing you. Now you are in two minds. Because you're worried about the booing, and now you got to pick a perfect pass. And when you're caught in, he who chases two rabbits catches none. So if you're caught in two minds, how do you give a perfect pass if you're worried about being booed? So I did all this calculation in the stands, and I'm like, okay, we need to get our people and our fans to cheer the soccer team so they can also have some type of boost behind them. 30 minutes into the game, they scored one. Their fans are still loud. So I'm sitting there just uncomfortable because everybody's just quiet, kind of just accepting defeat or something. So I'm looking around and then I see the lady selling the jerseys. And I was like, yo, Miss Ma'am, how much is that? She's like, oh, it's $5. I'm like, give me one. So I grabbed one. My girlfriend at that time was like, no, don't do that, don't do that. Just sit down, let's just enjoy the game. I'm like, I gotta kind of help out, contribute a little bit. So I took the jersey, wiggled my way down the stands, talked to the mascot. I'm like, bro, what's going on? He's like, we always lose, so I'm not really trying to do too much. I'm like, well, they lose because you out here not doing too much. If I help you out, can we turn up and get outside going? He's like, I don't know, bro. If you want to do it, that's cool. So I put on the jersey and I was like, all right, cool. I'll take one side of the crowd, you take one side of the crowd, and then we're just going to do this. I forgot the name of it. But that cheering where the crowd just go crazy and then it's like from this side to this side, it's just a hand wave and it lines up. So it kind of creates like a wave on all rows. So we kind of told the crowd, anytime our players touch the ball, do the wave and scream their jersey numbers. And that's what they did. When the dude that we came to support got the ball, boom, they were screaming his number. And guess what? Confidence, boom. Dribble through, passes. Now the team feels more confident. They feel the fans are behind them. Now it's a party on our side. People are clapping, people are cheering. Now our team is playing better. I look over to the other side. They're looking at us like, what's going on over there? Because we kind of still losing. It was like 3-2. So we needed 2 goals to win. But they didn't understand why you guys are down. So why are you so happy, having fun? And I'm like, don't worry about us. So we just sharing. Every time our player gets the ball, yo, go, 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 go. Guess what? Boom, one more goal. Now it's 3-3. Now they mad. They're trying to fight. I told her, don't just ignore them. Focus on the team. Their players get the ball. And I'm like, start booing, start booing. So the minute their player got the ball, everyone just started boo. It was him and the goalie, and he was so nervous he missed the goal. And I'm like, that's right, that's right. Now our turn. So guess what? Our player got the ball. We all just started chanting. Go, 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 run, 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 run. Got to the ball, got to the goalie, looked at the goalie dead in the face, shot the ball, goalie just froze, and ball just boom. And it was over. And my job was done. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. This is story number 2, featuring Watch It. So I had built a little bit of a name for myself in terms of choreography and dancing. So I had a little school going, and that school helped me pay my mom's and then my siblings and everybody else's bills and stuff. So that was kind of really good help for us. And then eventually I got invited to the Ghana National Theater to perform. So it was a Saturday. Friday we did all the rehearsals, preparation. It was a group effort. They needed 16 dancers, so I provided I had roughly 40 students. So I picked the best ones out of it, the ones that wouldn't get nervous on stage, because this was the Ghana National Theater, like nationwide. So I picked the really good ones that wouldn't be nervous and knew their stuff. So we rehearsed our choreography and then we were ready for the day. They were kind of in the car going to the theater. They were all quiet, and I could tell, they hadn't been on the big stage before, and they were just quiet, and I could just tell they were in their minds. I'm like, yo, it's cool. Just act like we're in rehearsal. Don't even look at the people. Just act like it's mirrors, and we are training back in rehearsal. So they still said, all right, cool, but I could still tell they were nervous. So I tried to just crack some jokes and just ease the tension and make sure everyone is not stressed out. So we get to the location. They show us our dressing room where we can get ready and all of that. We pull up in there. I tell the crew to just hang out in there. I'll be right back, because I was just trying to explore the place and kind of see what's going on in the venue. So I wandered through the place, and then I stumbled into the venue's kitchen. And there was all these cooks and chefs and all of them in there getting ready for the event. They're like, hey, are you supposed to be back here? And I'm like, I think I got lost because I was kind of just exploring the place. They were like, okay, that's the exit, but we got all this food back here. Do you want any or whatever? I'm like, sure. We're part of the dancing crew. I got a crew of 16 people. So if you guys can make some to-go takeaways after, because I didn't want them to eat before, because the food was spicy. And we're literally doing cardio. So we don't want to eat anything spicy before we get up on stage. But it just looked so good. Like, it just looked so good. There was wache, there was kosua, there was gare, there was wele. So as I'm walking to the exit, I look back, I'm like, okay, I guess I could just take a plate. They were like, sure. The chef was so happy. He's like, come through, I got you. He served me a big bowl of like shito, wache, all of that. So then I text the crew. I'm like, yo, I'll be right there. Just keep rehearsing on whatever. I'll be right there. Just stay calm, keep rehearsing. We go on stage in 20 minutes. So I just tell them to just relax, keep doing their thing. I find a chair in the kitchen. I finish all the food, and that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. My stomach was up to here. I couldn't breathe, and the sauce in the food was so hot, I was starting to get heartburns. And I'm like, oh no, I can't. Like, I can't even perform at this point. Because I'm literally having heartburns because of the shito we was eating. And I just ate so much, and my stomach is busting out through my shirt. So I'm just exhausted, and I just needed to sit. So I go into our little room they gave us to rehearse and train and get ready. I go in there, they're looking at me like, you good, you ready? I'm like, yo, I messed up. I went and ate too much, but this is you guys' food though. Don't eat it. Eat it after we're done, because I messed up and I just ate it, and my stomach is just different. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just feel tired. So they're like, all right, cool. Just do the choreography lightly, and then we're just gonna do the rest. And I'm like, all right, cool. We will do that. We get up stage. Well, we kind of just still keep rehearsing, and then one of the people come through the back and they're like, yo, you have 5 more minutes to get up stage. Get ready. So we do the final touches. Everyone puts on their outfits, everything, and then we get on stage. And then my heart just starts burning. Just on fire. So at that point, I couldn't do the choreo. So what I did was I signaled one of the choreo people, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna act like a conductor. I'm gonna stand in front of you guys and just act like I'm just orchestrating the choreo, and then you guys can do it. They were like, all right, cool. We're gonna do that then. So fast thinking helped me save face, because that would have been bad. Because we were getting paid to do that, and they didn't want to hear your heart is burning or your stomach hurts because you're too full. Nobody asked us to go eat too much. But we saved the day. I didn't really perform. I just stood up there and did the orchestra thing like I was controlling them, and then they did all the choreo, and it was a great day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. Be careful when you eat wache. Don't eat wache before any athletic activities, because you will pay for it. All right, I'll see you guys next week.